Of late, Faith is waking up alone on the bed. Funani prefers to be alone. This is making her very sad indeed. On the other hand, Funani is enjoying time alone. He can't seem to put Honest pictures away. He is admiring baby Zobuhle and the person she has become, Honor. He continues in deep thought until Faith walks in. Faith asks him why she is waking up alone. He tells her that he couldn't sleep. He also tells her that he is thinking about a lot of things. She asks him what is wrong. Is there someone who said something wrong? Because since Fashion Week, he has been distant and cold. Faith keeps insisting that Funani tells her what is wrong. He wakes up in the middle of the night and leaves their bed to sit alone in the dark. This worries Faith a lot. Funani tells her that he is just busy in his own mind. She offers to help him, and guess what? Funani tells her he would love a cup of tea. That's all he says to her. This shocks Faith. Faith cannot believe that's the only help she can render. Anything for my husband, she says this, walking to the kitchen, and Funani continues with his thoughts. As Honor is preparing for work, Isaac comes to have a chat and check how his princess is doing. She tells Isaac that she is amazed that she is not an intern anymore. She is officially an employee at House of Zwide, and she can't believe that. She will be working alongside Funani Zwide. Isaac can't help but stare at her, looking at her and seeing her excited. He also can't believe what's happening at all. Honor goes on to say it feels like a dream. She keeps trying to tell herself that it's real. It's not a dream. My child, Isaac tells Honor that she worked very hard. She worked with passion. No doubt she earned it. She is happy to hear this and gives her father a big hug. Funani doesn't take disappointments very well. He fumes at Benjamin for not doing what he asked him to do. He told him to track Jonas down for him. That's what's important. As he continues to lash at Benjamin, he doesn't realize that Mampo is by the door and continues to talk. Funani wants to know why Jonas lied about the forensic reports. Now he realizes Mampo is standing by the door. Mampo quickly apologizes to Mr. Zwide, telling him that she wanted water. She only wanted water. He can carry on with his phone call. She will come back later. But Funani stops her from leaving. He rounds up his call with Benjamin, telling him to find Jonas today. He doesn't want excuses. He wants to see Jonas before the end of the day, without fail. Funani asks Mampo how much she heard. Mampo stutters in panic. Funani yells at her and asks her again what she heard. She tells him that she didn't hear anything. She wasn't listening. But Funani doesn't believe this. He asks again with fury. She tells him that she heard about the forensic something and nothing more. Funani asks Mampo not to say a word to anyone and keep it all to herself. He apologizes for scaring her, telling her that the issue is very sensitive and doesn't involve anyone else. Mampo promises not to say a word. In panic, Mampo forgets what she wanted in the kitchen and Funani reminds her. She quickly goes to the fridge, gets her water, and disappears very fast. Pearl sits very sad and lonely. Laz walks in, asking for updates from her. She starts talking about work, not realizing that Laz actually meant about her date. Laz is excited about it and asks for every detail. Pearl smiles, pretending that she is happy and everything is okay. She tells Laz that it was good, just good. We can all see that Pearl is saying, what she is saying and how she is looking are totally the opposite. He wasn't a catfish. She continues to lie to Laz, who is so happy for her. Laz tells Pearl that they have to celebrate her newfound love, the end of drought. Mampo is sitting alone in serious deep thought. Dorothy walks in and asks her what's wrong. She tells her she is okay, but Dorothy doesn't believe her. She offers an ear to Mampo, persuading her to speak. Mampo finally speaks. She starts by telling Dorothy that she doesn't like talking about people behind their back. Exactly the opposite is true. We all know Mampo. She tells Dorothy about her encounter with Mr. Zwide in the kitchen and what she heard. The conversation was rather intense, she adds. Nkosi and Faith have been so concerned about Mr. Zwide. Mampo also tells Dorothy that Mr. Zwide almost ripped her head off and asked her not to tell anyone. Dorothy asks her why she is telling her if Mr. Zwide said she shouldn't tell anyone. She must listen. When Mr. Zwide says anything, she must listen. She mustn't tell anyone because she knows what she is doing. He knows what he is doing. She must keep quiet. That's the advice that Dorothy gave her, to keep quiet. Pearl is not happy at all. Now Les picks it up. She confesses and tells her that she lied. She starts crying in front of Les, and Les asks her what the catfish did. She tells him that he didn't show up, he stood her up. She sat there alone, drinking and whining like a stupid fool. Now he is texting, telling her that his car broke down on his way to the date. He wants Pearl to send him money to pay for everything. Les calls him a Tinder swindler. She tries to comfort her. Pearl doesn't know what she is doing wrong with her life. Guys she is attracted to are not attracted to her. She bursts into tears. She complains that she doesn't even get hit on. She doesn't remember the last time she actually went on a date. I am ugly, she tells Les. I am old and unwanted, and I am sick of all this. She is giving up. Les tells Honor that she doesn't have to make tea for her anymore because she's no longer an intern. Honor knows this, but she wants to. Les is enjoying the tea. She also tells Honor that she is happy she won because she has a good heart and that she makes perfect tea for her. Sandile always got the sugar part wrong. They both remember Sandile and Nambita and they miss them greatly. It feels weird without them, Honor says. Les tells Honor to send them invites to her party quickly because she was serious when she told everyone that she was throwing a party. We need to welcome you nicely as a member of the Zwide family. Les also tells Honor that when she starts working now, she will shadow her for now until Funani comes back to work. Honor tells Les that she is lucky, but Les corrects her and tells her that she is talented and has a good heart, not lucky. Anyone who knows how I like my coffee deserves good things happening to them. She says this with a giggle. One more thing, Les tells her to stop wearing the uniform because she is now an employee at House of Zwide. She passed the phase. She needs to start dressing for the job. Mampo tells Faith that Funani went out. He didn't say where he was going. Faith is wondering what is going on. She asks Mampo if he said anything at all to her. She hesitates and says no at first. Then she says a little bit. Faith is curious to hear it. Mampo tells Faith that she thinks Mr. Zwide is still stressed from the fashion week. He is really tired, she says. Dorothy walks in and tells Mampo to keep quiet and not get involved. Les invites a friend over and tells him that there is a gig coming up. But in the meantime, she can find something solid for him. It's something intimate. She tells him that she has a friend who needs a friend. She is lonely. Maybe he can take her out on a date, wine and dine her, make her feel special. Les tells him that he will pay for everything, including his time as well. Honor tells Shoki and Soga that Les said she can invite anyone at her party. She gloats and tells them that if they are nice to her, she'll invite them. Shoki and Soga are happy to see Honor very happy. Honor tells them that this is the happiest she's ever been. She also tells them that she is no longer going to put on the uniform anymore. She feels this is going to be an amazing journey. They all have a group hug. Funani finally meets Jonas. Jonas asks him what was so important that he had to drag him all the way there. What do you want from me? He asks Funani. Isaac Molapo, who is he to you? Jonas pretends not to know him. Funani tells him that Isaac Molapo is the man who killed his wife and helped him cover it up. The man Jonas helped to kidnap his daughter. Funani tells him with fury. But still, Jonas pretends not to know who Isaac is. This makes Funani very, very angry. Guys, it's getting interesting. Funani knows Jonas was behind everything. I wonder what's going to happen after this. Time for action, like he said. Things are getting heated up. You don't want to miss House of Zwide, guys. Remember, if it's your first time, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any episode. And also like the video. This will help me continue to post some more videos. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode.